I know there's gonna be some of you thinking I'm crazy. I am. Dangerous moment here at Iconic Motorbikes. And I can explain. If you recall, this bike was on our auction site just about 2 weeks ago. It missed reserve. The deal with the seller was that if it missed reserve, that I would buy it personally. So I guess I own a MotoGP bike. The thing about this particular one is it's semi-dismantled. And what I mean by that is it's not really, it's more of a display piece. The Aprilia had removed some of the transmission gears. There's a couple pieces, like there's a little bit of a wiring harness missing here, but ultimately it has most everything else. The ECU, although it does power up, we're pretty sure that was a bad ECU. So collectively, I think it would be near impossible, if not exceptionally expensive, to get this to be a runner. Playing with the idea, and I'm just playing with the idea, I don't want to get too excited yet. I'm playing with the idea of putting a RS54 motor in this chassis. Don't hold me to it yet, but right now I'm leaning towards a hell yeah. Here we go. I've done some pretty crazy stuff in my life, but this is
it's up there.
This ranks pretty high. So,
it's up there.
Hey, nice work.
Hey, thank you.
Let's get it unloaded.
All right.
I did a poll on social media and I said, hey, what if this bike doesn't sell? I fulfill a dream, a bucket list item of mine, own a MotoGP bike and actually ride it, and I use a donor bike to get it there. Needless to say, the comments were heavy that time. We had probably 200-300 comments. I don't even know how many it was. It was about a 60% positive on doing a motor swap. 40% tried to leave it alone. But at the same time, I'm really happy I did that because we heard from Aprilia. We heard from Grassini Racing, which is the team. We heard from one of the mechanics that worked on this bike and the gentleman that actually helped put it back together and get it ready for sale. All of which said, don't even think about trying to get the motor to run. Don't even think about it. Fast forward to now, it is officially my bike and I've been really kind of getting my hands around just owning something to stare at. But if you've been following our social media since we started Iconic, you know, back in 2018, I'm just not one of those guys that likes to look at stuff. I want to sit on it. I want to ride it. I want to hear it. And I hear what some of you are saying about taking out the heart and soul of the bike where it's not going to have that same GP motor. Fact is, a newer motor is still 220 plus horsepower. It's more than enough for most riders, most certainly myself. We're quite sure we can get the exhaust to work on that, so it's going to have a lot of the sound, and you still have all the characteristics of a MotoGP bike. You still get the crazy suspension, the carbon brakes, how light this bike is when I roll it around. The frame is quite lighter than a stock one. The front end feel, it's still essentially a MotoGP bike. It's just obviously a different power plant. So that's kind of what I'm working on. That's what's going to keep me up at night, and that brings us to right now. And here it is. So again, I got all these things going in my head, like, hey, if I'm gonna really get this bike going on the street, I'm talking to Daniel, I'm talking to Ollie, Yanni, I'm talking to all the guys. We're all kind of brainstorming on it, trying to figure out what we're gonna do. We decided, or actually, we kind of came to the conclusion I was gonna look for a press bike or a crash bike and take the motor and electronics out of that, get it into this, and you know, it's obviously not an easy process. But then I started thinking about it more and more, and I don't know about you, but I've known enough guys that ride press bikes, and I see the wheelies and the stoppies, and I see the crashes, and I just don't want to deal with that. I don't want a crash bike. I don't want a bunch of issues. So I decided to go with an old saying that I kind of live by, in for a pound, in for a penny, in for a pound. And that said, we have a 0 mile, brand new 2026 RS54 motor that's going to be the donor for this. So the plan, I've got a buddy of mine, Scott Wolf. You can look up Wolfworks, W-E-R-K-S. We'll tag him in on the YouTube channel. He does a lot of fabrication stuff. He's an engineer by trade. He makes his own parts. He's like, here's one of them right here. I wanted to see some of his parts that he had made. This is basically a clear clutch cover that he manufactures himself for RC51s. And I don't even have an RC51, but I wanted to see, and if you just look at just the workmanship, the color texture, how well it matches the motor, I knew that he was the guy for it. So the plan is, we're not going to cannibalize this bike. We are simply going to take any parts that we're not using, put them in a box and store them. The engine is a work of art in itself. It's going to go up on a stand, much like a cool Ducati motor we have upstairs. It's going to go on a stand for people to come and visit and see. And then this motor, this wiring, this dash, some of the electronics are going to switch over. All the other parts on this will either go on our auction site or our motor market site, which is our parts platform. And when it all comes down to it, I get to ride a MotoGP bike, which is pretty much the dream. concerning me.
I think that's the easy part.
Do you think so?
Yeah, because you just give the bike to Yoshimura or Graves if they're but for doing custom work with a one-off.
And we had the guy that did the NR750. He was a retired Yosh guy. Remember? The guy that did it took him a long time, but maybe. And again, I think Scott has his own guys that can help. Well, maybe he could do it. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna sound like a wimp right now. Ah, come on, man up, Adam, man up. That's smart, and just go out the back. Okay, that's cool.
Right?
Sure, why not?
Well, yeah. Okay, so
What
what
did
am
he
I
say?
doing?
You're just pushing this bolt out.
Okay,
out the
it's
middle.
loose already,
Yeah,
right?
just
Okay.
push it so far and then grab it from this side. Just okay, now grab it from this side.
Okay.
Spin it around a tiny bit toward that, and then we're going to push
Oh, you got it.
theoretically to turn it on the back.
Tilt it towards me.
Oh, wait, come out this side. Then.
Okay.
You just did it for a second.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I got it.
I got it. Ready? Just drop it on the floor. Which one? On the back. You got a tire.
Yeah, we got another one over there. That's actually good right there, huh? For the most part. Yeah? Hey, nice job. Most certainly a productive morning. Only wasted no time pulling the motor out. We are getting ready to put this into a motor box. We're gonna put the wheel back on it as a rolling chassis. Take a quick look really quick at just how thin this frame is. And I was talking to Ollie earlier. I mean, these are 280 to 300 horsepower bikes, and this little frame still handles it. So it's pretty impressive. Get the motor out this way. We'll take the exhaust off the back of it just in case he's able to use these on that bike, which is unlikely on that motor. We'll see. You can at least see how it all goes together. And this beautiful piece of machinery will go on an engine stand right next to the bike. But this bike, so far so good. It looks like we're gonna be able to pull this off and eventually ride this thing again. What do you think, Ollie? Carbon brakes or no when it's finally ready to go? Can we do it?
If you want to be safe, then I would say no. I would put steel.
Okay, so
ignore the fact that you don't want to safety.
I think you know me better than that.
Yeah. The problem is you'll panic, you have no brakes, and then 2 seconds later you'll be over the handlebars when you finally have more brake than you've ever had. So that's characteristic of carbon brake.
Sounds kind of exciting, actually. I'm in. Carbon brakes it is! Happy to say the MotoGP bike is pinned back together. I don't want to say all the way back together because it's missing a crucial part, the motor. But here it is. Scott, it's coming to you using an iconic Motorbikes to get it to your door, or close to it anyway. This will close right on this, and just enough room. The stand's just there temporarily until I put all the straps on it, but needless to say, we won't transport it that way. But all right, next time we see her, hopefully it's running with a motor from that bike. So wish us luck. We got on the bottom. Actually, it might be easier just for me to carry the whole fucking thing.
Here. I was just gonna take it. You got it? It's really not that bad.
Yeah. I'll feel this tomorrow.
Macho, man.
Please show your support for Iconic Motorbikes by picking up one of our shirt, hats, or jackets. You can check it out on liveiconic.com. Also, it's imperative that you subscribe. Do that for us. Thanks so much.